In today's top story, renowned rapper Kiernan Forbes, popularly known as eNCA, has been shot and killed in Durban in KwaZulu-Natal. He had been in eThekwini for a special performance around his birthday celebrations. KZN police say the multi-award winner and his close associate were leaving a restaurant on Florida Road when the suspects opened fire on them. Our reporter Nkubile Matlala is on Florida Road right now and joins us from the scene. Nkubile, for those who have travelled to Durban, have spent time in Durban, Florida Road is known for being an entertainment hub. But that mood must be very, very somber this morning.
Very somber for a lot of people. I mean, even the people that live in this area have highlighted that they're worried about the rate of crime around here, saying that this must be very sad to have seen somebody that is so big and his life was just ended here and is at this point have not pointed out who exactly did it. So a lot of people just want to see people being brought to book. But also what it has done, Marcel, is that it's also sort of spoke to the life that is lived in this area, a life of fun and so on. When we came here in the evening, there was a lot of people that were here for fun, but we're just devastated, and you could see that a lot of them were scared that something like this could happen. But people are now scared, are artists in this province, and I'm going to bring in my guests now. They're worried about the fact that the crime rate is getting very high. So I'm going to speak to the secretary here of SIPS. Please speak to us about this, Sonwabile. What is really happening here as artists? What is happening?
As the creative industry, we are shocked, we are saddened, and this is very sad. For an artist, we are entertainers. First of all, we are not abantu violent in Pagatin. We make people happy, and for one of our icons to it is very sad. And as the creative industry, we are shocked, and we are feeling that the safety of my artist perhaps akuseko right. First, it was DJ somebody who had passed on ngendlela ayithi ayifani. All right. But now aka makwenzeka kanjena kuyasethusa futhi kusenza sizizwe ngathi asiphephile siyamaciko. Angisakhulumeli iKZN yonke ngisho amaciko nje iSouth Africa as a whole sizwa ngathi akusaphephekile kahle.
And I mean, when you say ukuthi aniphephile, yini eyenza ukuthi nizizwe kanjalo?
No, like I said, firstly it was DJ somebody odlule ngendlela ethi ayifani. Ukudlula ngesandla somuntu akuyona into encane, and of which isenza siyibuze sonke samaciko ukuthi kaze bekwenzakaleni. Ngoba thina samaciko, we are people abenza abantu bajabule, asibona abantu abanodlame. We are not violent people, we're just there to make people happy and we entertain.
Come with me, Sonwabile. I just want to show you something, what's happening right behind us. Well, Marcel, we are seeing some of the people arriving here. We understand that it's people that are close to him. We're not sure exactly who they are, but they're arriving on the scene. We can just see a lot of them still wanting to get in. We're not sure who to speak to, so we're going to try our luck and do ask someone about Not yet. Not yet. All right, so they are going in. We are going to find out later who are these people, but they're speaking to the members of the organized crime unit, so clearly some people that are very important to the artists. So we're going to go back to our conversation now with our guest. I mean, you're saying that you feel at this point that as artists you don't feel safe in this area, but now what needs to be done?
Obviously we are mostly relying on ingalo yomthetho. I think SAPS will really have to play a role in this one. Investigations, and also we believe that there might be CCTV footage around. If ever bangakuthola lokho bakwazi identify the people, and justice must be served, because AKA we all loved him. Asikholwa ukuthi kukhona ngale kokucula ebengakwenza ukuthi abe kule simo akusona. But ke siyasho sithi Dudu kumndeni waka Forbes, Dudu iSouth Africa yonke ilahlekelwe, ngathi umndeni wakhe ungaqina, especially that kwaqale kwenzeka ngomuntu wakhe onkosikazi kuyena, now that sekuyena odlule ngalendlela. Kubhlungu kumaciko, kubhlungu kwiSouth Africa yonke, but sithi iSouth Africa yonke ayiduduzeke.
And I mean, now that we are sure, I mean, the fact that this happened to his fiancée, I mean, you also as artists must be worried about this trend going on.
Yes, obviously we are worried. Hence, I'm emphasizing on the issue of safety. Uguti, as I'm an artist currently, we do not feel safe because this happened on Florida Road. Florida Road, umgaqo omkhulu kabi ukuthi kungenzeka into kanje and then kuphelele emoyeni. Hence, I'm saying justice must be served. Amaphoyisa serelaye kuona kakhulu ukuthi ama investigations enzeka kuze kutholakala ukuthi ngempela lokho kwenzeke kanjani futhi who are behind yonke lento so that we will know and justice must be served.
And I mean, I'm sure you've been speaking to some of the artists in KZ, and tell us a bit about what are they saying, how are they feeling?
Honestly, we are all in shock. And the fact that Nathi besingazi ukuthi AKA was around, I think we did not know. I was in PMB when I received the news last night. But then obviously I rushed back down to Durban ukuthi ngibe khona around so that I can rush on the scene this morning. But we are all shocked. We are all shocked and we sibuhlungu, to be quite honest, sibuhlungu.
What do you want to see happen?
Like I've said, we need justice. Sidinga ukuthi ngalo yomthetho ilekelele kuleko. Sidinga ingalo yomthetho ukuthi idlala indima yayo. They need to identify abantu abenze lokhu so that bazokuthola akufanele bakuthole. Ingalo yomthetho kufanele isebenze. Yes.
And also, lastly, did you knew the artist? Did you have any of your favorite songs?
Yeah, of course, AKA artist elikhulu, you know, and as someone in the creative space, as a leader in the creative space, of course we knew each other, but not in a sense yokusebenza, but in a sense yokuthi as artists we are united like that.
Yeah.
When he comes down to Durban, masibonana kuma-gig, kuma-event, siya recognizana like that. But in terms of music wakhe, yes, I loved his music. I loved his music, and I think music wakhe will forever be on my playlists, will forever be on my charts. I think kuzoqhubeka umsebenzi wakhe futhi siwubabaza siwuphakamise phezulu.
And I mean, when you guys were together in those spaces, what kind of person was he?
AKA has always been an entertaining person, fun person, umuntu entertainayo, you know, is a jolly person. Umuhleli naye uya-entertain, uyaxoxa, usuka la wenza lokhu, entertain abantu abaningi ngesikhathi esisodwa because that's what he is, he's an entertainer. And now, uma kwenzeka kanje, hence thina sivele sizwe siphoxekile, sizwe kubhlungu, sizwe singaphephile kwangempela ngoba sazi ukuthi AKA umuntu nje oright, umuntu oyijabulelayo, ojabulisa futhi nabanye abantu.
Siyabonga kakhulu for speaking to us. Well, there you have it, Marcel. Very sad to hear the news that AKA has passed. But I think what's important there is that they want justice. They're just highlighting that there are a lot of cameras in this area. And so they would like to see some of those footages being used to ensure that they find out who really did this to AKA, and so that there's sort of that sense of also safety to all the artists that come to this area, that enjoy this area, and also the people that are tourists that come to this area and do enjoy. So there's that sense that they want justice and they want to see the police do the work. Now I'm going to try and speak to some of the people that live in this area. I mean, sir, great concern there about crime in this area. Tell us, how do you feel about that?
Absolutely. A lot of us, our local residents from Essenwood, from Musgrave, this area, Morningside, we come through to Florida Road to have our meals, to have our coffee, to chill out, to let our hair down. And for an event like this, for a murder to transpire in our area of safety, our area of fun, is a huge concern. I mean, we come with our families, we come with our children. Something like this that could have happened. I mean, if a family had been here, stray bullets, you know, I mean, do we feel safe to come here anymore? So it's a huge concern, and I hope it is addressed. I mean, we've lost 2 lives last night. Hope justice is served, and condolences to the families. And he's produced absolutely fantastic music. Through his music, he's brought joy to lots of lives. You know, I'm myself a fan. You and I were singing a song of AKA's earlier on. I think his memory will live on through his music, and to his family, condolences, and to all his fans. He's left us with really, really good memories.
And I mean, when you heard about the incident, or when you heard, did you hear any shooting in the area? Were you here even?
So last night on social media, on WhatsApp, I received a message that AKA had been shot 5 times. So on Florida Road. So this is not something that happens in the ordinary. So it was 12:30, 1 o'clock. I was up, I jumped in the car and I had to come and see for myself. And when I came down, the dream became a reality. To see the area cordoned off, to see the forensics guys working here, just behind me. This is exactly where it had transpired. And there was a darkness, a heaviness in the air, you know. So, yeah, I came here, walked around, and, you know, initially we thought that just he was the victim. But then as time progressed, we found out that there had been another person who was shot and someone else injured. And, yeah, the forensics guys were doing their investigations. And the police, there was a heavy police presence. And here we are this morning trying to make sense of this brutal murder. Yeah.
What would you like to see happen here?
Well, what's happened has actually taken our net of safety away. So I hope that it's nipped in the bud, that our safety and security concerns are addressed, and Florida Road becomes a peaceful, loving place. We can all come with our families to enjoy ourselves, and something like this doesn't happen again.
And also, you said that you're a fan. Tell us a bit about what song did you like from him?
You know, the song that goes, "We are the baddest team," and I think the leader of the baddest team has gone, so that's the one that sticks in my head. Yeah.
Thank you very much for speaking to us, sir. Well, Marcel, very sad indeed here, but I think a lot of people agree that crime is a major issue, and they're saying that a safety net, that has been pulled away from the residents that live in this area, they want to see justice. But even from the artists, you heard from SIF, they were saying that, SIFSA, and they were saying that they want justice. They need to hear that there is something that's going to be done, that has been done, that they can find out who really did this. But what's interesting, they're bringing in that element of what happened to Anele Tembe, who was a fiancé to AKA, saying that both of them have now passed. We remember that there was that court case, there was that case that was being spoken about the entire time when she passed on. A lot of people talking about the fact that she had passed on, but a lot of people asking where was AKA when this incident happened. And also, he even spoke to some people saying that he was not there and explaining his part of it, that he was going to get security, that there was something that was happening between them. So that thing now coming back, the artists are saying that it happened to the fiancé. Now they're seeing the shooting that's happened here to him, and it's just sad. It's two people that have passed on, and of course, just sending condolences to the family that is greatly affected, but also the other individual also, which we have heard that cannot be identified at this moment, that they are sending condolences to that family too. Again, very important to say that they want to know who are these people that did this, and therefore calling in that those cameras there that you see be used and perhaps identify what really happened in this area.
Okay, our reporter Nkobile Matladla coming to us live there from Florida Road. You see the police tape is still up. That there, the spot where AKA Kiernan Forbes was gunned down. Multiple gunshot wounds, we are told, to his body when he was standing outside a restaurant late last night. Well, not even that late. It was before midnight in Florida Road. Nkobile bringing us the very latest, speaking to bystanders. Many people coming just to see the scene, because such is the speed with which this news has now travelled. One of the biggest stars the entertainment industry in South Africa has ever seen gunned down in cold blood last night. And as you can see there, the area where the shooting took place still cordoned off and busy with all kinds of people who've arrived. Some just to pay their respects, and others, it seems, also involved in the investigation. There continues to be tributes pouring in on social media. Well-known South Africans, ordinary music fans, all taking to social media to express their shock. Black Coffee, internationally renowned South African DJ, tweeted late last night, "No ways!" exclamation marks with a broken heart emoji. Elsewhere on social media, a number of South Africans expressing their shock. Somizi, a well-known media personality and entertainer, penned this note saying, "Can't sleep. I'm sure you feel feel the same. It's dark, it's sad, it's devastating, it's heartbreaking, it's bad, it's unbelievable. I'm lost for words. It feels like a really bad dream. And he goes on to express how sorry he is to AKA's partner, we know is also a rapper, eNCA, and his very young daughter, as we all know, and his family as well. We also, there was a tweet from eThekwini, who's just returned from the United States where he won a Grammy, and all he tweeted was, "No, man." And then a well-known friend of AKA's and a fellow rapper, Deleuze, also tweeting last night, just before 11 o'clock, unbelievable, with a heartbreak emoji. Those are just some of the feelings that have been expressed on social media from well-known South Africans and ordinary fans who, as we heard from a DJ Extreme at YFM, who spoke to us a little earlier, saying young fans are being hit hard, trying to come to terms with the gunning down of AK.